In this video, I'm gonna reveal the secret behind my multiple 7-figure chatting strategy. You might hear this now and you're gonna be thinking, whoa, this is real science behind it, but trust me, it's actually much easier than you think. So before I give you the real source, we have to take a look at chatting, like what makes us inside chatting the most money. And as you know, I like to view things from a business perspective, and you should do the same if you wanna seriously improve things right now. So there's 3 things that make us money inside chatting. So firstly, it's the employees. Your chatters that chat on a daily basis on your account, generating the sales with your content, with your model, etc. on the account. Secondly, the tools. I also covered that, like those 2 points in my last videos. Tools, Creator Hero, etc. Yeah, it's important, but it's not the key that will make you millions now. And the third one is content. And this is what I'm going to be covering in this video, because content is your product. So we want to take a look at how we improve our content and what are the steps to improve our product, what your chatters will sell on a daily basis. I don't want to sound rude, but her content, her or his content, obviously, depends on what kind of model you have, but her or his content is your product. So you want to make sure that your product is tuned, optimized to perfection. And I really mean perfection. Like nothing will have such a leverage compared to your product. If your product is top, people are always gonna come back to your model compared to other models because your product is the best. That's how you keep customers long term, because that's what they like to buy. This is what they come to F for. So here's how you work on your content. First, you wanna ask yourself 3 questions. The first question is, does it look authentic or aesthetic? Second question, do you even believe yourself? Like, do you believe your model, what she's doing there right now? Could this be that she's doing it in this moment just for the fan, like the experience? And the last question, most importantly, is the fan gonna make a good deal if he buys it, or will he feel scammed? And if the answer to any of those questions is no, you know what to work on. Very important when it comes to content is that your fans that decide not to go to Pornhub to jerk off on there, they are willing to pay for content. So they wanna buy an experience, like with the girl they're supposedly chatting with. So that's why you have to work on this experience. One very important thing about the experience is no fan wants that the situation is gonna feel like weird, or the model does not feel comfy with what she's doing. So disclaimer here, before you now schedule a call with your model or text her a message, yo, what you're doing is not good, please do it again. This is not the right way. So you wanna look at it and always be understanding before approaching her with like some analysis you made on the content, which I recommend you do after this video. Once you schedule the call with her, it's totally normal that the first scripts your model do are not gonna be perfect. Like she might feel a little weird, okay? But this is totally alright. Be understanding and compliment her on what she's doing, that she does things good, like look for positive things. And then you can come, okay, listen, here's an improvement I would recommend. And then you can tell her, okay, yeah, we should do this or that to make the next scripts more successful than the previous ones. Because you have to keep in mind, the better your product is, the more likely fans are to come back, to stay long term, because they enjoy what you're doing, what the model's doing. That's why if you work in a product, you're gonna make so much money. It's a real cheat code. Work on the basics. I covered this in my last video about the case study I made. Work on the basics. Don't think about stuff too complicated. Really improve your product, like the basics, and you can make so much more money. Like it's unbelievable. So I'm gonna give you the game changers now that caused our content, like our purchase rates, go through the roof, and which you definitely want to include in your next content descriptions that you provide the model. First of all, you want to make sure that the atmosphere is very comfortable. Like you want to create a comfy atmosphere for the model and of course also for the fan. Because nothing is worse than model just standing there, taking piece by piece off, not smiling, not doing any, like not showing any emotions at all, and just doing it because she has to do it. So we don't want to seem like this. But as I said before, take care of the disclaimer, don't approach her in the wrong way. So how you create a comfy atmosphere is, I recommend buy some LED lights for 20 bucks on Amazon and put them in the background somewhere, because you can make a very comfortable atmosphere already with like some purple light, red light, depending on what your model's into. And then maybe also add some positive, chill vibes, music in the background, but it should be non-copyrighted because we don't want to get any problem with OF. Very important. If she's comfortable, can also do is lower the tone of her voice. So talking a bit like slower and just in a comfy way, because the fan will like react to what he hears. So it's very important that everything is like in a comfortable way. This is a real game changer, because fans are gonna like feel the moment better And yeah, we had very positive responses on the atmosphere in general. During the scripts, it's very important that you tease along the way, always. Like, you want to keep up positivity and excitement throughout the whole video, and at the end, you want to have like the most excitement. So it has to go up like a curve exponentially. Really, the excitement has to be the most at the end of the video, but then it stops. So the fan has to buy the next video, but it's a very small path, like a very tiny path. You should take care because you don't want the fan to feel scammed. Make sure he sees something, but he sees enough to still want to buy the next videos. That's very important, and take care of that. So always include the upsell from video to video to video. So next thing might sound weird, but it's a real game changer. You want to have different kind of scripts for different daytimes. So if you think about it, I assume most of your models will be branded like us if they are in the US actually. So please stick to daytime, nighttime when it comes to the US. I've seen multiple scripts once I made analysis of an account where chatters always sold like a daytime script for any time of the day, which is not authentic at all. So this is where I come back to the point, aesthetic and authentic. It might look aesthetic, but it's not really authentic if the model has a different time zone right now, like outside, once she's taking the script, because you want to pretend it's live, obviously. So pay attention to the small details when it comes to your content, and it is just important to make sure the fans actually believe you once they're watching the video. That's why easily have one script for the nighttime, one script for the daytime, and you will see already a big difference when it comes to being more authentic. Once everything is implemented and optimized when it comes to the content quality, then the only thing that matters is how you sell it. I already talked about it in my last videos that you should have like prepared scripts to keep the same quality, because you always want to make sure the chatters sell the script in the same way. Give them a red line they can stick to with some text templates, etc. That's why provide it to them, make sure they know how to sell it and they always sell it the same way. It will also increase the speed of their typing if they can just use some hotkeys when selling the stuff, and you will profit massively from better respawn time in general. But there are some things you have to take care of while creating those templates for your chatters. First thing, please never lie to your fans. So I know some accounts that, you're gonna see my pussy in here, yeah, of course. And they open the video and what they see is no pussy, nothing they paid for. That's why you wanna make sure that they see the things that you describe. You're gonna have problems with OF, chargebacks, like I don't have to talk about this. You don't want all of this to happen, because firstly it seems like pretty unprofessional if your model recognizes some flags for chargebacks. That's why be honest, but formulate them in a good way that is still some room for imagination. Very important. When writing those templates, you want to make sure that you address the fan in a correct way. So you can do this. For example, I like to do it with new subs. Say their names. Everyone likes to see their names written in the description, so they feel like it's actually just for them. And please don't call them some weird pet names, daddy, baby, immediately, because once they just subscribed, no girl is seriously gonna call them like this if it's the first time that they're texting. Stay authentic also when creating the texting templates, please. And one last addition, please don't use some weird emojis, like they could come from the grandma 69 miles away, devil emoji, kissing emoji, etc. This is not authentic at all. Like, please use emojis that fit to your model's niche. Cute girl emojis, Google them. Like, I'm not gonna give you the emojis now, but you will figure it out. But please make sure that you provide them to your chatters so they know what kind of emojis to use to display the personality in the best possible way. If you do all that, I can give you a guarantee you're gonna make more money immediately. First thing, I'm gonna summarize it again. Ask yourself the questions I mentioned. Create an analysis. Think about a positive approach towards your model. You don't wanna make her feel bad, make her feel uncomfy, and you never wanna give her instructions that she does not feel comfortable with. Please take care of that. Once you've written the analysis, make sure you give her the action steps with the game changers that I mentioned before. Then take it into actions. Give her time to do the script. Once she finishes it, create texting templates in the best possible way, as I just mentioned, by maintaining authentic and taking care of forbidden words, etc. I don't have to say this. I promise you, you can DM me your text in my free Telegram group, link down below, if you have not had success with this method, and I'm personally gonna take a look at your account and do all the changes for you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.